Hi guys, it's Nick. Okay, I'm going to do a video today all about using an online business account with the Royal Mail. I've been chatting to some people over on Facebook, and I can't remember the names right now, but I'll have a look and I'll give you guys a shout out. And you've been saying that you've received all your stuff from the Royal Mail account and you're a bit bewildered as to what it's all for and how to use it. So I said I'd do a quick video and hopefully explain some of the basics. I mean, there's bound to be questions and things that you'll have after this, but yeah, you can always ring up Royal Mail's customer services. I think back in the beginning when I got my stuff, that's what I did. I just rang them up and said, what on earth do I do with this? And also they sent me a load of paperwork which I just worked through and just worked it out really. But yeah, I thought this might be useful for you, so I'm going to show just cover the basics really and explain how I use the stuff and show you a little bit of how I log an order on the website. So yeah, so for a lot of you this video might not be that useful if you're not going to use an online Royal Mail account, but for those of you that are considering it or have already signed up and are just confused as to what on earth to do, yeah, that's what this video is for. Right, let's get into it. Okay, when you sign up for an online Royal Mail account, well, what I've got is a PPI account, so that's postage paid impression, and you get stamps. So on all of my, these are some that are going out today, these large letters, I just stamp on there and it has my number on there, if you can read it, 48238. So the Royal Mail knows that that's come from me, etc. And that basically replaces the stamps you would buy in the post office. So yeah, you can get these ink stamps, self-inking stamps, which I find really useful. You can also get a digital version of this, which you can then generate labels through your computer. I didn't go down that route because I find that sort of technical stuff a bit of a headache, and these are just reliable. I can, you know, this is never going to go wrong for me, and I just stamp it on my parcels. So we've got second class here, which is what I use 90% of the time. First class, obviously for first class mail, and also for your air mail. You also get provided custom stickers for airmail stuff. You can get all of this sort of airmail labels. This isn't provided with your account, but I had one of these made up. That's my return address label, stamp, sorry. So yeah, there's a couple of here that I've just done. So it literally, this has just been sealed up. So you would just stamp direct onto your parcel. Likewise with these, just get it on there, and that's how easy it is to just stamp up your mail. Boom, messed that one up. Right, this happens sometimes. Usually what I'll do, to be honest, is stamp them before the stuff goes in. But if you do it the other way around, and because there's a CD in there, I've only got half a stamp, it's not a problem. You can just create a label and then just cut around that, stick it on. So that's not an issue. Anyway, so you stamp up all your parcels. I'll stick a return address on them all as well. And then that is all you have to do to get your parcels ready. It's the same with your packets as well. There's a box of CDs there. I just, on the little printout that I get from eBay, I just stamp and return address these labels, and then these are all now ready to go. Yeah, so that covers that. With your large letters, I've mentioned this before, it's worth picking up one of these size guides just so you can be sure that these, it's hard to do with one hand, you know, all qualify for large letter, like that. And then you will get sent recorded delivery slips. So if this was an expensive CD, it's literally a case of ripping off one of these, sticking it on your parcel, and then logging it in your book. And in your book you write in the address of where it's going in here. On these labels, these are all peelable numbers. These two little ones at the top are the ones I tend to use. Peel one of those off, stick it in your logbook here, so you've got a record of the number. If I can get it to focus, there we go. And then when you drop your sacks off at the post office, you will get a date stamp, and then you've got your kind of evidence, if you like, of what you've sent recorded and when and where it was going. So that's the recorded side of it. Right, I think that covers that. Right, I'll just show you what I do with the parcels when they're ready to go. Okay, so here is Royal Mail mail sack hanging on my scale up here. Now this, I think I've mentioned this before as well. I picked this up from eBay. These are like £4 or £5. Not even that. I think it was like £3 or £4. And they're super useful. So you literally just hang the mail sack on there, and then I'll do the large letters. So just literally, might be a bit tricky one-handed. We will chuck everything in, and make sure you've counted these before you chuck them in, because you need to know how many you've got. And they all go. I really can't do this one-handed very well. Like so. Okay, and then make a note of that. So that's 1,815 grams, or 1.815 kilos. So 1815. And then it's simply a case of getting your average divided by, there's 13 large letters going out. So we know that our average is 139. So that's the only number you need. So if I just make a note of that. Okay, so you would do the same for all the different like sizes, if you like. So we'll do another bag for our packets and get the average of those. If you've got any recorded stuff, you would need to get the weight of the recorded on its own, because it goes, I'll show you when we go onto the PC, but it goes on a different code or a different line, so you need to get the average weight of your recorded stuff separately. Anyway, so that's done. So let me show you how we log an order online. Okay, so I've just logged into the my online business account. So I click Your Accounts, and I will click Create New Order. Right, now this is where it gets vaguely confusing. You get this order screen, and you have to insert product here. You use like little codes, and I was given these on the paperwork that I first got. Now the codes that I use for my packets and my large letters, it's CRL, so I just punch in CRL. Well, it comes up because I use it all the time in there, and so that covers my packets and my large letters. If I'm doing letters, it's STL, which stands for standard letter, and my international is OLA. Now you need to check what sort of account you've got and what codes you're meant to be using, but this all relates to the prices that you get and that sort of stuff. So yeah, check with your like account manager or customer services. But for my packets and large letters, it's CRL is the code that I pop in there. And you come down here and you go update order, and so that's put that in, and it's put in the service that I'm using, and then you go into details to enter your details of the order. So we're using second class, so it's simply a case of second class, we'll do the large letters that I've just shown you. Total number of large letters was 13. Scroll down to here. Average weight, can't remember now. Oh yeah, 139 grams. So 139 and accept, and that's done. So that's all logged in. I've also done my packets now, so we go to CRL, update again, and put the details in for my packets, which is second class, parcel, oh they call them parcel on there, but same thing. It was only 5 today, and average weight on those was 719 grams. And now if you had any signed for, you just highlight this and that will work out the extra for signed for, but you have to do those individually. So if we had one signed for going in that packet, I'd have to do 4 and the average weight, come back in and just do 1 and the weight of it and signed for. Otherwise all these 5 would go signed for if I click that, and I'd pay the extra. Anyway, there's no signed for, so that's good to go as well. So we accept that, and it works out all the pricings, and there you go. So I'm being charged a fraction over £1 each for those large letters. What I try and do with my large letters is get them under 100 grams, because then I get them for 60, I think it's 69 pence. But there's a few pairs of CDs and stuff and some heavier bits in there, so I couldn't get it under 100 grams today. So that's those, and then that 12.24 is for my 5 packets. Anyway, so, and you'd carry on, you'd insert all of everything that's going, your airmail and whatever, but we'll just submit this order as it is to show you. So then we go confirm order down here at the bottom. It just gets you to confirm that everything's correct, and that's it. And click print at the bottom down here and print there. Okay, and then you will get a confirmed printout on here. Right, so we've now got our confirmed sales order, and it confirms how much you pay and everything that's in the order. It goes over onto 2 pages, which I can't show you one-handed. So everything's on there, and then a confirmation of what you pay, etc. This goes in one of your mail sacks, so it can be checked off in the delivery office, and everything can be confirmed. And you have to seal up your sacks, and that's what these labels are for, because everything that's going today is second class. I use these green second class labels, so you just have to quickly fill these out. So I've got number of bags is 2, docket number, that's the order number, which is on here, this number here, the order, the 504 number. So we will just copy that in. So we've got 50457769555. My number is HQ48238, and then we're gonna, one bag is going to be packets, one bag is going to be large letters. So we'll do the same information in there, and then everything's ready to go. The Royal Mail provide these little cable ties to seal up the bags, so we just need 2 of them, because there's only 2 bags going today. Very small order going out. And that's pretty much everything ready to go. Okay, so paperwork in one of the bags, like so, and then seal it up. So we've got the cable tie through the label, and then all I tend to do is go through all of these. I cannot do it one-handed, and you will just seal up the bag, and then we'll do the same for the bag of packets, and that's it. Yeah, and once the bags are sealed up, it's literally a case of just popping to your post office and dropping it off. If you've got any recorded stuff in there, you just need a date stamp on the recorded delivery book. The guys in my local post office know me now, so if there's a great big long queue, I just quietly sidle up to the front of the queue and pass the book through, and they date stamp it and give it back. which is great. They're really helpful up there. Yeah, and that's it. It may look really complicated, but believe me, once you've done that a few thousand times, you can do it in your sleep. So yeah, any questions, please put them in the comments below. And yeah, I will do my best to answer them. Oh, I didn't mention who this was for. Hold on one sec. Yeah, it was Patricia. Sorry, Patricia, I'd completely forgotten your name. Yeah, I was chatting on the Facebook group with Patricia last night. She's received a box full of goodies from the Royal Mail, all these labels and all sorts of stuff, and wasn't really sure where to start. So yeah, I hope, Patricia, that was in some way helpful. Like I say, if you've got any questions, please use the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer. But you said that the Royal Mail offered for someone to come in and sort of show you the ropes. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea anyway, to get an expert in and show you what to do. But you can always refer back to this video and ask me some questions if you need to. I'm always happy to help. So there you go. That's a quick run through of the basics on how to use an online business account with PPI stamps. Cheers guys, see you soon.